Chase Tree and Tractor Service, with 25 years of experience in tree removal. Serving the Midcoast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist. Whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.
One, two, three, four. Well, I've been rolling in since the clock came Monday morning. From the end of the week, I'm bound to blow. Breeze walking through the honky tonk like a pack of wolves now. Order up around the shops and it's away we go.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite time of the week, Wuzzup. Our favorite time of the week, Wuzzup.
Look at this, folks.
We got a special deal going on this week.
A little different this week.
We have now partnered with the Boothbay Register Wiscasset newspaper, and I'm Larry Sidelinger. He is Bobby Whear, and we're so excited to be bringing you this version. I've never, be honest with you, all fairness, I've never read the Boothbay Register. Yep. Knew it was a paper, Wiscasset newspaper.
First thing Larry said to me when I walked in, "Have you read this paper?" I said, "No." He says it's really good.
It's really good. It's really good. We're really excited. They have a really great web page. If you don't pick the paper up, go to the web. It's Boothbay Register, whatever it is, .com. We'll put it on the screen here. And we've had a lot of fun talking to them. Nice people, nice folks, and we're really excited about
the first thing, which like every other paper, is about schools.
Schools and bonding and how they're going to pay for them.
$89 million for school projects in the town of Boothbay.
That's two in Lincoln County. Madomic, the Waldoboro schools are looking at $80-odd million. Yeah. Now Boothbay with a bond. You know, and these schools are getting older, you know.
Well, Boothbay, they've got, it's called the BEC, which I've never heard of, but down there they call it the Building Exploratory Committee.
Yeah.
Never heard of them. Yeah. But maybe it's worked. Something's going to work. They're going to convince. Well, you got a town down in Westbrook, right? They're on their third vote, right? Westbrook or Gorham?
No, Gorham.
They're on their third vote. They cannot convince the public that they have to spend this much money on schools. So,
well, you know, it was interesting. Speaking of the schools, there, Senior Ariel Alamo there reached out to the Register with concerns that Boothbay hasn't done a lockdown drill, you know, and haven't done one in 3 years. Mm-hmm. So you'll be sure that that's going to probably happen. Good for her for pointing that out. Yeah. And how about this place over in Wiscasset there, the
Common Space?
Yeah, Common Space. They pulled the license on that. They
withdrew.
Pulled back.
They withdrew. Yeah. Well, you know, opposition. You and I talked a little bit about it.
Crazy.
You know, not in my backyard, but folks, let me tell you,
it's got to be in somebody's.
They got to do something, you know. And actually today, Angus King actually instituted it's going to be an amendment that to how many grams of oxycodone is sold, it'll be 1 penny per gram. It's going to go to treatment.
That's something.
I don't know.
The Maine State Aquarium, they're going to making progress towar's reopening. That's been closed for a while.
I didn't realize it was closed.
I didn't either, but they've spent $500,000 down there almost.
The building is...
they're going to spend $1 million before it's all done.
Wow, the building's 30 years old. They really probably didn't do any maintenance on it, but they're going to spend $1 million, which, you know, Larry, $1 million to spend on renovation, it's nothing.
It doesn't build you much more than a really nice house now.
Yeah.
You know, $1 million house is not, I mean, Bobby, 40 years ago, $1 million house, you had a palace and a half. You know, now you just got a really nice house.
Folks, if you haven't driven to Damascotta Mills lately, take a ride by the Kavanaugh Mansion. You've never seen a staging project like in your life. The whole mansion, Kavanaugh Mansion, surrounded by staging, and they got a big tarp over the top of it.
Yeah.
Roof.
I like the way they do the bottom of this paper here, Bobby, with all the headline stories here.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. How did all get in
the lady story, wait till you get on the inside the story about the engineer, the lady that's engineer.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, the railroad down there.
Yep.
Right on track. Her name is Kathy Orn, and
Yep.
her and her husband were volunteers. And he took her on the train one day here back in 2015, and taught her how to, gave her the good job, shoveling coal.
Yeah.
And she got hooked on it.
So
and
she's gone from the shovel to the steering wheel.
yeah, and she went and had to get a license to do that. And
Right.
and, yeah. More school talk. Edgecombe people, they're looking for a school consolidation, which I don't understand why Edgecombe doesn't either. Send the kids to Wiscasset or Booth Bay. One or the
Yeah.
other.
Southport, they got a situation which, that situation is plaguing a lot of little towns. Is short-term rentals. That people have no place to live. The apartments are going away because they can rent for 2 or 3 nights
And make
in
what
a
they can
whole
make in a
month.
month. Yeah.
Correct. So anyway, housing's bad enough here. The Booth Bay Peninsula, the housing must be absolutely
It's gotta be.
horrendous.
And from a person from like your standpoint of view, if you took yours, just how can you compete?
No.
An apartment that you were going to get $1,000 for a month's work, now a month's occupation. Now you can get in a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
How about
Yeah.
this Sale McScongus guy? He found a message in a bottle.
That was pretty cool. They drove by it and didn't think it was anything, and he turned around and looked, and
I think
it was a mysterious note.
Yeah, I think that
Aqua Girl. Suppose it's a mermaid?
Well, I don't know, but it looks like a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc. You could, after you finish that bottle, I think anything could go in that and on that message. But good for him.
Southport's got a climate action team down there.
Yep.
I was reading on these bridge tenders. Now that would have been an interesting show because they're brothers. They tended the Southport Bridge.
Yep.
That would have been an interesting show to film and then
Yeah.
show at a later date
Yeah.
for people that missed it. Because
How many bridge tenders seem to keep their jobs for a while?
it's kind of you
bridge-
fall into it and
Yeah, the bridge tenders I know.
yeah.
I remember the bridge. I forget his name, but he opened that swing bridge down there in South Bristol for years.
Oh, for years, yeah.
A little short guy with red hair.
Yeah.
And,
I can't remember his name.
I owed him one because I was tending bar at Coastside one night. The guy bolted on his check, and I called the bridge tender.
So
And he called me back 20 minutes later. He said, "When do I put the bridge back?" And I said, "When the cops show up." So anyway,
shoot.
good story.
Yeah, good story. Good story. Yeah, brothers Dwight and Dwayne Lewis.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, there.
yeah. They're going to be at the Booth Bay Historical Society. And Wiscasset's got some stuff going on with their sewer system there. They're trying to get the feds to help them pay for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So all that makes they may even make it down into the Booth Bay Peninsula. You know what I mean? So
Call Joe. Now the argument
now
is
it's getting silly, right?
It really is.
It's getting silly. I mean,
And they're bumping up against $100,000 in legal fees.
Yeah.
That's real money, Bob.
yeah, right. So anyway, when you start hearing statements like "we could always call Joe," people are either sick of it or at the end of their rope.
Yeah, well, the argument is over whether the selectmen have jurisdiction. The appeals board has jurisdiction over the selectmen. Mm-hmm. And the attorney says they don't, and then Jeff Spinney says they do. So
Yeah.
I don't know who's right in that deal.
Well, they got Wisconsin Police and Fire. They're a little busy. They had a 2003 Tacoma truck driven by Zachary Dalton went into the river.
Took a swim in the back river.
Yep.
Yeah, I see Reed and Reed got a big project to build a bridge that Thompson Brunswick Bridge there.
Yeah.
Geez, I can't remember what the money was. $40,
Well, I
$50
tell you,
million
I've never
dollars?
seen a company with equipment like you've never seen in your life.
Yep.
So, Wiscasset Art Walk, they had some off and on showers, but it seems like it was pretty successful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. How about this person there? What was their name that went over? D. Dow went to the Brunswick Landing to see the president land there over the. And I would have liked seeing that. That is one monstrous plane.
Yeah.
I would have really liked to see it. And I had somebody question me, ask me, do you suppose they had did they motorcade from Brunswick up to Auburn, or did they take another helicopter up there? Does the helicopter come in the back of the Do they wheel it out of the plane or
I
what?
don't know, but if you find a
If
helicopter...
anybody knows that answer, please send that in to me.
Yeah, and then I'd like to talk to that helicopter about getting me down to Cape Cod next week. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll rush right out with
Yeah.
help you with that one, Bobby.
Woolwich Historical Society, they need some bakers. They need bakers. So for their
Will they bake it?
Woolwich Community Picnic. I think sounds like they'll bake anything and sell anything you want.
Huh.
So...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what about this white shark with Pemaquid Beach, they say?
Well, they closed the beach down.
They did.
Couldn't go in the water. You could go
Right.
on the beach, couldn't go in the water.
Right.
One day this week. I don't know
Yeah.
if they've continued
Yeah.
with it.
Well-
They saw this shack. I guess they saw it off Popham Beach, and they've seen it off South Bristol there. And they say they saw it off Pemaquid Beach. I don't know if
Right.
they did or not.
Well, we had another rumor / sighting in the river. They said they even glamorized it a little bit and said it was eating a seal.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering how much now that was embellished or not.
Yeah.
That's a long ways up that river for a shack.
Yeah,
You
I know.
4 or 5 miles, 6 miles.
I was
up
on the river yesterday. Went down from South Bristol to Lobsterman's Wharf, and I'll tell you what, folks. Plummer Point has just been protected by, what do we got it now? Twin Rivers or what?
Coastal Rivers.
Coastal
yeah.
Rivers just protected Plummer Point. That is one beautiful piece of
Oh, yeah.
property.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, they're gonna see if they can track these great white shacks.
well, they probably
Maybe we can get a little Jaws music here or
They
something.
probably tracked
You
enough
ever
of
seen a
them.
great white shack? I just
Yeah.
seen them on TV. I've never seen them in person.
Yeah, I saw one in Florida.
Did you?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Do you have a seal in its mouth?
No,
No.
it was looking at all the people on the pier that I was fishing around.
A little chicken lunch hour.
Yeah, right.
Oh, geez.
So what's this LCTV Kevin Burnham?
Yeah,
Carter?
Kevin and I sat down, had a nice chat with his right-hand lady there, Miss Sarah Morley, and my right-hand lady, Claire Summers, and we just had a nice chat about putting this whole thing together, how we're going to do it and whatnot. And like I said, we're really excited about being able to come and do some stuff, more stuff in Booth Bay, trying to put it all together. And of course, money is always the driving force.
Well, years ago, this show when Wuzzup started was shown down in Booth Bay.
Oh, sure.
Like every week.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to give Kevin a hard time because he spelled Wuzzup wrong.
Spelled it with an A, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Wuzzup.
Yeah.
So,
We'll straighten him out.
Yep.
We'll straighten him out tomorrow. But we're really excited about it and grateful for the opportunity to share our foolishness down there and some of our good stuff. For the folks down there in Booth Bay, this will be shown tomorrow. We have, I didn't tell you this, Bobby, 50 years of broadcast with Don Kerrigan. Show Saturday night,
Yep.
LCTV.
Yep.
And that is a show that we're just thrilled and pleased and honored to be able to sit down with Don. As you and I both know, long history, great member of the community, does a lot, to help out. And his 50-year journey has been quite an interesting story. And a lot of his colleagues spoke up on it, and it was a lot of fun.
I was at a clam bake with Don last weekend, and I handed him a steak.
Did you?
And he said, "What's this for?" And I said, "This is your retirement party."
Yeah.
Nice picture here of Holly Stover, and they're going to.
Oh, and Julie Roberts.
Yeah, they're going to Community Resource Council events stocks fridge. So I guess there's a free food fridge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway.
Two gals are pretty committed in the community.
Yeah, Booth Bay Harbor has that. We have their own police blotter. So, folks, if you read the Booth Bay Register, you get to notice who's in trouble in Booth Bay.
Yeah. That's always exciting.
Southport Island, they got their own picnic. They got their own picnic August 9th. And Wednesday, August 9th, 7 p.m.
And the Booth Bay girls basketball team, they had a thing called the Lobster Jam tournament down there.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of teams came in.
So you can go to Kennebec Estuary Land Trust. They're going to, one of their most popular summertime events is coming up. It's August 8th, 10 a.m. to noon, go down to Reed State Park, and they'll teach you how to dig clams.
Yeah.
Larry, you could be an instructor down
I
there.
could.
Yeah.
I could. And I'm pretty sure that's all sand digging. That's not mud digging down there.
Article they're writing about Hardy Roots.
They got themselves a van.
They do.
Yep.
Yep, they do.
Yep. Somewhere in here it says they donated right here, they donated a van. Who was that did it? What was their names? Nerea Harmon, I think. Nerea Harmon and Michael Terrio of Bath. Donated a minivan to help get the kids off the grid and into their house. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. No Wolverines boys soccer again. So Wiscasset middle high school, then they're not going to have soccer again this year. Which I wonder if those kids can go down to Booth Bay and play football.
I think so. I don't see why not, as long as they pass their physical. Don't forget you get your physical, folks.
Yeah.
Southport Junior Yacht Club, they even have a junior yacht club. You know, as I'm reading this paper, I'm realizing Southport's a happening little community.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say so. Well, there's the first section down.
Yeah.
Bobby, if you don't read anything else in this paper, you got to read Ashes to Ashes All Fall Down.
Yep.
By this feller, Joe's Journal.
Yep.
And Joe Gelatin, I think is the way you pronounce his name. The big penguin on the front page, Bobby?
Yep.
See that? And that was a really cool article. Really, really loved it. And I related to it, too, because I fell a few times. And
Boy, that photo of Robert Mitchell, who's a world-renowned photographer.
What a great picture of that puffin, huh?
Oh, my God.
Barna Beal Norton, he just sounded like he was a character. I read that article. He was one that he claimed that Machias Seal Island was his and it wasn't the Canadians, and the Canadian government disagrees.
Yeah.
You know, but he took people out there to see the puffins. So.
Who owns Damascove Island?
Huh?
Damascove Island?
Who owned it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Who owns it now? I think it's...
Probably part of Lincoln County. I don't know who actually owns the island. Birds and heat waves. A little story about what oppressive heat will finally do.
Well, I can tell
Finally,
you...
it's broken here in Maine.
Yeah,
Oh,
wow.
It's been a long stretch, Bobby.
Yeah. I can tell you that birds at my feeder are definitely different. I've probably got 8 or 9 different varieties of birds I've never seen.
Really?
Never seen. Never mind the vultures.
You got the turkey vultures over
Yeah.
there in the pine trees.
Unreal.
You look over there about any day and see a
Yeah.
half a dozen of them over there, can't you? Yeah. Yeah. Harbor Theater, they got Oppenheimer down there.
Well,
August 4th, that's tomorrow night, folks.
yeah, the Oppenheimer is getting rave reviews. Booth Bay Region Art Foundation. It's got Something for Everyone show.
When
So-
is that? Did that say when that was?
That's gonna be it's
August, doesn't say.
well, it's got the show going on. It's
Yeah.
open hours of Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5:30. They even open Sundays.
Yeah. Yeah. The Gleason Fine Art, Ed Parker Show, all in the same boat. Huh. Michael Culliver, he's written a book. He's going to do a book signing. Yeah, boy, there's a lot going on, isn't there, Bobby?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Timothy and Hosanna Noble, they're going to play gospel music at Booth Bay Region Christian Fellowship Sunday, August 6th, folks. If you like gospel music,
Gotta check
it
'em
might
out.
be a good take for you.
Check them out.
Got all your Mine Oysters they got their own.
You
They
got
got
his
their
own
own club.
You know
Club
the Oyster Club. I saw that.
Club Oyster.
Club Oyster.
Yep. So
Yeah.
anyway, they got the Wharf Cats playing August 6th. They got Spare Time Friday and Saturday. So
They got an open mic down there on Wednesday nights. Dave Gagney, open mic combo. Ha! I'll go down and play. I like to get my guitar and go down and play, but
hey,
by 7 o'clock I'm thinking about the pillow. Not about playing guitar. Now you're a real estate man, Bobby. Now there was a couple of pieces of real estate on here. I didn't think they were priced all that badly.
yeah, that's
That Meadow Cove Landing, just $675. That looks like a beautiful place. 2-car garage.
Yep.
That's a new listing. That one won't last long, will it? That log cabin, that's sold.
Nothing lasts.
Nothing lasts, does it, Bobby?
Nope.
Real estate, is there a lot of real estate for sale around Lincoln County?
No.
No.
If they're good, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those two won't last long.
At Meadow Cove Landing. It's yeah, it's in New Callahan. They're knocking socks off down there.
Yeah. The east wind, big picture of the east wind sailing out of Booth Bay up past Ram Island there.
Yep.
I had a friend that worked on that boat.
Yep. East wind.
Herb Smith built that boat.
Now
over here in
the
Alma?
east wind, was the east wind up in Camden at one time?
I don't think so.
No.
Appledore is up in Camden.
Yep.
That's another boat that he's built. He's built about 4 or 5 of these
Really?
schooners. Oh yeah, sailed them around the world, whole 9 yards. Yeah, and if you're into words and in numbers and stuff, look at that page there, that jumble page. They
That's
got all-
one thing Lincoln County News doesn't have.
Yeah.
They don't have a crossword puzzle.
Yeah.
They got Sudoku in here, my wife's favorite, Sudoku, Jumble, and then they got the answers for last week's
Yeah, and
crossword.
a huge crossword puzzle. Yeah. Train of thought was the answer for the jumble last week.
Boy, I tell you what, a crossword. I wonder how many people down in the Booth Bay Peninsula do this crossword. Probably hundreds.
I bet you a lot do because they put it on here,
Yep. They probably have a lot of people probably have pencils that have no erasers left.
Yeah. Where is Baileyville in Booth Bay? I know where Ocean Point is, and I know where Southport is, but I don't know where Baileyville is.
No.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
No.
They had something going on down there. Sprucewald. I'm not sure where Sprucewald is either.
Well, they got the Alna public notice here.
What's it doing that?
So, the appeals board, August 14th,
Oh yeah.
they're going to have the filing of an appeal by Jeff Spinney.
See how that goes.
And it says right here, Mr. Spinney is appealing the multiple decisions made by Selectmen Stone and Graham.
Yeah.
So those poor people, Stone and Graham, they're brand new.
Yeah.
Brand new in the select board.
Yeah. If you're interested, you can zoom in, you can go, one or the other.
All right, last call for your Democratic lobster bake. It's going to be in Waldoboro. It's going to be on 3 p.m. August 6th. Coming right up, folks, this weekend.
Yeah. The who's who of Democrats in Lincoln County there. Our gal Lydia's there, Holly, Cameron, the High Sheriff is there, Todd Brackett. So if you got a situation, you can go get it solved right
They're
there.
all going to be there.
Look at all these stone artists there pounding on those rocks.
Yeah,
I like that bluefin tuna though.
yeah. Speaking of tuna, boy, there's a lot of tuna.
A lot of tuna.
A lot of tuna.
They're not, and I had laughed I saw this show, I was on TV, Channel 6 I think it was. They got the price of tuna whacked out because I know a couple of tuna fishermen, they're not getting squat for money for tuna fish this year.
Yep.
And they was talking $18, $20 a pound. Those guys would love to get that. It's close to $4 or $5 a pound. Yeah.
Glidden Point had a Farmers Friday. They had Ferta Farms and the New Meadows River in Brunswick.
Is that where they're from?
Yep,
Yeah.
Ferta Farms. So,
Well, that's cool if they get a chance to, share up and partner with each other.
yes. Yep, they do. So, Parrot Register Table, they got a raffle going on. It sounds like you can win a Dream Week in Paris. Of course, he's from Paris.
Yes.
Yes, he is. So he's probably. And then you got a trip to Italy included in an auction, and that's for the Lincoln County Historical.
Yeah, I see
Association.
David Pope and David Linda Pope. They went to Italy. There.
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking to the fella from the bank the other day there, and he was telling me he and his wife had gone to Italy, and it was 100 degrees over there every day. He said it was brutal hot.
Yeah, Europe is like
Just brutal hot.
unbelievably hot.
Yeah.
And so I think I'll enter this
You think that?
veggie table. I think,
Yeah,
it's
you'd
just-
like to go to Paris.
Yeah.
Your English is close to French anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm very good at charades. So, anyway.
Well, maybe you want to talk to this guy Stan Wakefield about being a gardener and a birder.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, Midcoast Conservancy, they're going to hold State of the Lake of Damariscotta Lake event. I went there last year at their event up at Wavis. Really, really good. Very good, informative talks. And a lot of people who know what they're doing, and a lot of people who are very concerned about the future of Damariscotta
Well, the water
Lake.
quality. We're actually doing a show, just finishing up. Our gal Vanessa, our new intern here, is finishing up a show with coastal rivers that we did on water quality in the area. And we'll have that probably within the next week or 10 days. That we'll have that available to show, and it's really interesting. She's done a great job.
Yep.
Her and Eli and our other intern there have done a great job. These young people are putting this show together. They've got some drone footage, they've got some interviews, and I'm really excited about seeing how that's going to go.
Damariscotta Lake has not seen that green algae like we had last year so far.
It's
you know?
amazing too. It's humid and muggy and
Well,
as
I
warm as
think-
the water is.
I think the amount of rain that we have dilutes the fact that could be algae.
That's a good theory.
Yeah.
Water level is still
Yeah,
wicked
I'm not
high,
a
though.
scientist, but I think you're buying it.
Yeah, well, I buy anything you follow. That's why I'm not rich. I'll buy anything.
Right.
But your water table up, is it still up high?
Yeah.
It's not on your back lawn though, is it?
No.
Close?
No.
Have you been able to get your boat under the bridge yet?
It'll go now.
Just barely.
It's barely.
Keep your head down.
Yeah. You got to put more. You got to put more than 3 people in the boat.
Oh, to wait it
and
down.
you're gone.
You're good to go. So if somebody falls overboard, you can't get back over the bridge.
I can't run away by myself because I can't get under the bridge.
Can't get under the bridge. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Well,
anyway. That's,
that
folks,
was
that's what we did with the Booth Bay Register.
We
It's
did.
the best we could do.
for as good as we are.
On a first-time basis.
For as good as we are, we've had a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to this, bringing you the Booth Bay Register a couple of times a month, along with Link Kind News, and God knows what else we're going to come up with, Bobby, where we're going to be.
Busy weekends. All the weekends are busy.
Yeah, and don't forget, next week is the North Thornborough Days Chicken Barbecue.
Yeah.
Which yours truly is looking for that one.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go up there. It's best there is around.
Yeah,
so.
you got the Lincoln Academy Music
The
Show.
Lanaka Music Festival tomorrow afternoon down at Schooner Landing, 5 o'clock start, and going to be a lot of great music down there. We're going to have a show about that. Our man Eli is going to have that edited up here in a couple of weeks and be able to put that on the TV and come down and see it live and enjoy some great tunes. So, so that's it for What's Up for this week. I got anything else? You, Bobby?
No, I got it wrapped up here.
Yeah, we wrapped it up. He's the mayor of the Mills. I'm Larry Sidelinger for What's Up Trade. TV Toby, we got who we got? Haven behind the camera. Haven Simmons behind the camera this week. TV Toby on the floor, and we'll ask you all to join us next time.
Hey,
right
and
here.
I think I hear a train coming pulling into Midcoast.
we'll listen for that whistle. See you next time, folks. Chase Tree and Tractor Service with 25 years of experience in tree removal. Serving the mid-coast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist. Whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.